What's cracking with your snacking snacker stars? It's me, the BRE, the man in the backwards hat, Brandon from the SAS Snack Food Appreciation Society, asking you a question. Are you ready? Are you ready to go underground with me? Are you ready? Do you have your pickaxe and your light on top of your helmet? You're not ready to go underground with me, and you're definitely not ready to go underground with Potbelly. But I'm ready to go underground with Potbelly, and I will do so right after this on an exciting edition of OTR. You are looking live at Potbelly Sandwich Shop in the Neilsville Village Shopping Center in the aftermath of a weekend snowstorm. Of course, Neilsville Village has a lot of shops, including a brand new beer and wine shop being put in. Go figure that in Maryland. And we're right next to the gigantic Giant Food. Go figure, that's very, very punny. But anyway, we're back at Potbelly to check out, by invitation from Potbelly themselves, their brand new underground sandwich line. Let's check out what they've got. First up on our voyage underground is the brand new Barnyard. You could really think of this as a Rec and more. The reason why I call it the Rec Plus is because it has everything that the Rec has, including ham, turkey, Angus roast beef, salami, and then they add bacon and meatballs to this bad boy. So lots and lots of meat on here, plus Swiss cheese, toasted on white bread. Of course, you can get whatever bread you want. You can get whatever toppings you want. I happen to get pickles, hot peppers, and mayo on this thing. I'm not sure how the mayo is going to go with the meatballs, but I guess we'll find out. Let's take a look under the hood here. And there you go. You got some of the ham and turkey there on the top. Got some peppers hanging out there, you see. All kinds of meat going on in there. You can't really distinguish some of it from the others. It's also got tomato on there. I think that comes with the build originally. And yeah, that thing looks pretty darn badass for just $7.20. Alright guys, I'm going to scoop this up and show it to you next to my head and let you know what it tastes like. Alright gang, I am back here on OTR to try out this Barnyard from the underground menu at Potbelly Subs. Grab half of this regular size one, $7.20. Full disclosure, I didn't pay for this bad boy because I got supplied with a gift card so I could try out a couple of these things and let you all know what I think about them. Thanks to Nicole for that. Anyway, showing this to you next to my noggin the way I always do. They're regular. It's a decent sized sandwich. It's not the world's largest sandwich. This is only half of it, but it's enough for a good lunch, maybe a good dinner. I don't know. Maybe a big is better for dinner. I don't know. That's totally up to you. Let me go ahead and take a bite of this bad boy because all that meat is calling to me. You know what I'm saying? All right, gang, that was an outstanding tasting sandwich. I mean, it's got all of the things that a guy like me likes in a sandwich, and that's meat. Lots and lots of meat, guys. I couldn't taste all of them individually, but they make such a nice combination of flavor all together. You know, with the ham and the turkey and the roast beef and the other things that just make what a wreck is. Then you add meatballs and bacon. Holy crap. And I'll tell you what, the other meats, you know, they have sort of this homogeneous sort of blend effect when it comes to the flavor. But I'll tell you what, that meatball really adds something separate to the whole equation. Really, really meaty. Thankfully, they didn't bust up the meatballs too much like I've had at some point or another when I've tried the meatball here at Potbelly. But got a good seasoning to that meatball. Really, really tasty. And without the marinara sauce that you normally get with a meatball, you actually taste the meatball flavor. The melted Swiss, which melted just slightly in the toaster, brought this thing to a nice close with the enveloping flavor of slight sharpness, a little bit of sweetness, and being a drier cheese, you know, it doesn't get particularly greasy, and that's a good thing. The other toppings, of course, it comes with tomato, it comes with whatever else it comes with, but I chose to get also mayonnaise and the pickles and the hot peppers. And I'll tell you, those hot peppers sneak up on me just about every time, man. Those things definitely let you know that you ate a hot pepper at Potbelly Subs, or Sandwich Shop, I guess they prefer to be called. Wow. All together with the pickle, mayonnaise was nice and mild and cool. I really like this thing. Then you make sure that you have it in that nice, crunchy, toasted white sub roll. Wow, really, really good, guys. I imagine it would taste just great with the multigrain as well, but I prefer the white, and I think a lot of you will as well. All in all, you know, what am I going to say? They're not paying me to do this review, but they did provide the food for me, so that's a bonus point, you know what I'm saying? Because it's free. The app wasn't that easy to use when it came to actually redeeming the gift card, but that's okay. We got it figured out between me and the fine folks that work here. They couldn't be nicer today. That was really nice, guys. Thank you so much for helping me out. I'm going to go ahead and give this thing a cautionary 7/8 of a thumbs up and say not quite perfect, but darn close to it, man. I mean, you might be able to throw something else on there to close this package up, but it is literally close to perfection. I mean, it's hard to get perfect, so we'll see. And I want to reserve, you know, perhaps a perfect score for one of the other two subs, because they might be even better than this. Who knows? But this is so close to perfect that I have to call it a 7/8 thumbs up here today on this special edition of OTR, where I highlight the underground menu from Potbelly Sandwich Shop. I'll be right back to try out the next variation. That's the cheeseburger. This time around, we have two of their underground sandwiches, both in their beautiful brown paper bags. The answer to the question, can you get a cheeseburger at a sandwich shop, is absolutely yes. And what we have here is the brand new cheeseburger by Potbelly. And on the regular bread, what you have here is basically mashed or smashed up crushed meatballs with hot cheddar cheese melted on top once it's toasted. And then you can pretty much top it any way you want, but the way that they do it is with lettuce, tomato, and mayonnaise. I had them add pickle because I love pickles on my burger. Let's see how that one sizes up, shall we? All right, back after the big snowstorm. Gave us about 6 to 8 inches of snow here in the Germantown area. Lots and lots of snow to clear out. Couldn't get out yesterday, but I'm back out today to check out Potbelly's newest underground menu items. Of course, they have other ones like the Fireball and the Lucky 7, and there's even some desserts as well. But I'm checking out the sandwiches because that's the kind of guy I am. Let me go ahead and haunch up this cheeseburger real quick and let you know what I think about that one. Show it to you a little more closely and the like. Of course, I got the regular. Here you go. Show that to you. Look at that bad boy right there. Show it to you next to my noggin the way I always do for size and scope measurement purposes. This actually smells quite a bit like a regular cheeseburger, guys, and I'm pretty excited about that. Got the meatballs to represent the burger itself. Cheddar cheese. Guess it could have been American, but I like cheddar on a burger too. Let's see how this bad boy tastes. Gang, that tastes just like an authentic cheeseburger from, you know, not just anywhere, but from a decent restaurant, you know, like a good sit-down place. It could have passed for like an Applebee's or a Ruby Tuesday's burger easily. But, wow, that whole thing comes together really, really nicely to give you a true feeling that you're eating a cheeseburger. Although there's a few breaks in the bites where, because it's meatballs, it's not, you know, one consistent meat wad all the way across the plane. But beyond that, flavor for flavor, pretty darn tasty. Building it from the bottom to the top the way we always do, you got that classic Potbelly sandwich bread, which when toasted absolutely tastes fantastic. Nice and crusty on the outside, pillowy and soft as you get down to the inside. This thing's got mayo on it, which I love on a burger. I was going to have them add mustard, but you know what? I decided to get it closer to the build that Potbelly intended for this. So I didn't do a whole lot of alteration to it. You got lettuce and tomato on there. Shredded lettuce, not my favorite lettuce. I like leaf lettuce better. But it goes just fine with a burger, just like it would at Burger King or anywhere else that has shredded lettuce. So that's fine. And it's pretty fresh shredded lettuce, too. It's not stepped on like at Burger King. It's green and crispy and nice. And it doesn't really choke me like some of the shredded lettuces out there do, say, like Jersey Mike's. Oh, my God, if you eat a Jersey Mike's sandwich, that might as well be called a lettuce sandwich. But this is not. It's got the appropriate amount of lettuce, and it works just right. Tomato was nice and fresh and firm, juicy. That worked out really well. And then, of course, I got their pickle, and their pickle has a nice zip to it, man. It's not just some mild dill-tasting pickle. It's a real pickly pickle, if you know what I'm saying. So with all that together, this thing tastes really, really good. And I'm going to go ahead and match what I gave the other sandwich the other day, which was, of course, the Barnyard. I'm going to match this with a 7/8 of a thumbs up. Really, really, really good. Maybe leaf lettuce would put it over the top to a full 100% thumbs up, but it's about as close as it can get without being 100% full thumbs up. You know, that's the second best rating you can possibly get here with the Snack Society, so that's definitely nothing to sneeze at, and it makes it something that I would buy again and again and again when I came to Potbelly. I'll be right back to try out the Sicilian, which is really calling my name, in just a moment. With this one, Potbelly says they're going to make us a sandwich we can't refuse. It's the Sicilian, and what you have here is salami, pepperoni, capicola, and mortadella, plus meatballs, marinara, and provolone. Also comes with mushrooms. I chose to get it without mushrooms because, well, I can't stand mushrooms. And if you can get it omitted, why, I sure will. Look at all those flaps of meat in there. Lots and lots of yummy-looking Italian meats. Mortadella is something that I love on a hot Italian sandwich. We'll see how that ends up tasting in just a moment and more on OTR. If you like your sandwiches cheesy and saucy, I think this bad boy is going to be for you. It is the Sicilian. Show that thing to you a little bit more closely. How about that madness, right? Lots and lots of Italian meats in there. Got meatballs too. Got cheese. Got marinara sauce. Got everything you could want. Almost like a pizza or a pasta dish. Something like that. With even more action. I'm starting to drool from this bad boy because I really like a good hot Italian sandwich. Let's see how this thing fares, shall we? Ding, 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 ring that bell, baby. This is the winner of the bunch, in my opinion. Holy guacamole. There's no guacamole on here, or I wouldn't like it. But holy guacamole, this is a good sandwich. Building it from the bottom to the top, I already have told you about that bread. That bread is fantastic. But once you get inside this bad boy is where the magic starts. The reason why I like my Italian sandwiches hot is for one particular reason. Particularly when you have a good mix of meats. Like salami, like mortadella especially, like pepperoni. You start to get a chain reaction once this thing heats up, man. And that's where the fat, particularly from the mortadella, the juices start to come out and commingle and really make a fantastic overall amalgamous flavor that is outstanding without taking away from the individual flavors of the particular meats. Man. So, like, for example, the mortadella is a nice, mild, and very nice flavor that I would, sort of... it's kind of like when you get a ham fresh out of the oven in terms of the overall thing that you get, but it's a little bit more zesty without being like that super Italian flavor zestiness that sometimes goes a little bit over the top. With salami, brings you a little bit more of that over-the-top Italianness, which is absolutely fine. And then you got pepperoni, which of course is one of my favorite meats of all time. That is absolutely outstanding, adds its own sort of leathery texture to the whole deal, giving you not just one, continuous feeling of eating the same thing, but absolutely gives you something that you're going to remember. I'll tell you what, you add the meatball. The meatball in this particular sandwich tastes better than it's tasted in any of the sandwiches I've had at Potbelly that contain meatballs. Its particular flavor and zest brought the whole sandwich around again, man. I mean, it's got sort of an Italian seasoned flavor with the meat itself being absolutely beefy and tasty. Very, very juicy. Add to that marinara sauce over the top of all of that. And it's a good marinara sauce, kind of sweet, with just a little bit of hint of a salty savoriness that kind of makes you feel nice and warm, like you've been at home all day in front of the fire wearing your Snuggie, reading a good book, you know what I mean? And then the Snuggie itself is that blanket of cheese, guys. That is outstanding. I love provolone cheese. I have eaten so much provolone cheese at one time before that I've gotten sick off of it. But that does not stop me because I love me some provolone cheese. That little bit of mild smokiness that it adds to the flavor with the creaminess once it melts. Oh my God, it's so good. Bringing all of that into an amazing Italian, or Sicilian in this case, flavor. Man, they did make a sandwich I can't refuse, and I think I'm going to be coming back for this one again and again and again specifically. So I can't do anything more than give this a 100% full thumbs up, guys, from the Snack Society. Wow. Thanks to Nicole for inviting me out here to check out the brand new underground menu. It is outstanding, guys. I am so happy I tried it. You know what I mean? So make sure you check out Potbelly's app. You get all kind of perks. There's a couple of new desserts as well that you're going to want to check out too. A shake as well as a Dream Bar Sundae. That just absolutely sounds fantastic, but I'm trying to watch my sugar, so I'll let somebody else review those. How about that? Thanks again for watching. Thanks to Potbelly. Check out Potbelly on the internet. Get their app. Check out the Snack Society where you can, including the Twitter machine, including Facebook, where our whole movement started on the Facebook group. 1,000 of the coolest people in the whole world in our group, and you should be too. Why aren't you? Make sure you check me out as well. The whole Snack Society on Patreon, where you can get exclusive Patreon content, including OtR, the Extra Mile, which you'll see directly after this show if you are a Patreon subscriber. Also, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you check out our Twitter account, which is also my personal Twitter account. I'm at Brandon Reich SAS. You can reach me there on Instagram as well. When you do, make sure you use the handy hashtag Snack Society all day, every day. And then make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, ring that bell to be notified. In the meantime, in between time, I shall see you next time. I'll probably be at Potbelly. No, I won't. Not next week, but still, very, very soon. We'll see you. Bye-bye.